Rockin' and rollin'. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and I'm an astrologer. So today is Friday, May the 24th, 2019. So this is going to be the very first video of mine I've done about the compatibility between celebrity couples. Now, this is quite an interesting topic. So I think for my first video of this, I want to pick what I believe is a perfect example, and that is Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis. So they've been together, I think, since around 2011, the year 2011, and they have two kids, two daughters, or two or three. And Jason Sudeikis, both Jason Sudeikis, interestingly, Jason Sudeikis and Olivia Wilde, ironically, they were on the late night shows just last night. Olivia Wilde was on Seth Meyers. Jason Sudeikis was on Jimmy Fallon. No, not Jimmy Fallon. I'm sorry, Jimmy Kimmel. Jason Sudeikis was on Jimmy Kimmel. Olivia Wilde was on Seth Meyers just last night, ironically, but I kind of thought, today should be a good day to make the first video about the compatibility between celebrity couples. I think they're a perfect example, and I do analyze a lot of celebrities couples, like I did for Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. In past videos, I've showed you a little bit about theirs and how theirs seem to be quite evident that they got along well. And so this one is quite fascinating. It took me a while to realize this too, but I learned a lot from Jade Saul Luna's book called Chinese Astrology, The Lost System of Alexander the Great, Volume 1. One of the huge things that he mentioned in it was, or in the book, was about the relationship between the woman's moon sign and the man's sun sign. And apparently the relationship between, the relationship between the woman's moon and the man's sun is one of the strongest aspects of theirs. And so it took me, so I never knew this until I got his book. I read about it and I said, oh, you know what, it makes sense. So because other than that, I wasn't too sure what else, what it could have been that really drew them together, Sudeikis and Wilde, and how it really worked out, seems to have worked out like superbly, as you can imagine. I actually, not that long ago, I discovered the reason why. And so, as it turns out, so here it is, and I'll make a long story as short as I can. So, Olivia Wilde is a Taurus moon. So her moon sign is Taurus, and that is according to sidereal astrology. So if you go on the website masteringthezodiac.com, and so she is born March the 10th, 1984. So she's born March the 10th, 1984. The moon was in the constellation of Taurus, which is an earth sign. So her moon sign is Taurus. Now, Jason Sudeikis, his moon sign is, if I'm not mistaken, is Aquarius, in his sidereal astrology. So when he was born, the moon was in Aquarius, and I'm 99% sure of that. However, his sun sign is Virgo. So he's September the 18th, 1975. September 18, 1975. So his sun sign is Virgo. As September the 18th, at that date, the sun just crossed over from Leo to Virgo. And that date is really of the sun in Virgo. So here you have, Olivia Wilde is a Taurus moon. Jason Sudeikis is a Virgo sun. So you basically have Taurus and Virgo, which are soulmates. And I'm going to read this off to you right now. This is on DressKing.com, the horoscope compatibilities between a Taurus woman and a Virgo man. So she has the Taurus moon, he has the Virgo sun. and the compatibility between the woman's moon and man's sun is one of the strongest aspects of it. So as it says, Taurus, the compatibility between a Taurus woman and a Virgo man. This is tied with the Capricorn as the #1 true soulmate match for you, for the Taurus woman. You two share many needs, qualities, and values with Virgo boys that make you wonderful love mates. You both have a longing for a secure, committed relationship, and you will both do your best to create that together. You will adore who are also a good. I think there's a bit of a spelling error here. You will adore one another, and you are also a good match physically. So they adore one another and they're a good match physically. As a matter of fact, adorable, you will awaken inner passions, it says you will also awaken inner passions in him that he never even knew were there. And he will become more romantic. He will become more and more romantic just by being with you. And you will get to benefit when he starts to practice his new romantic ways. This is a most perfect love match for the Taurus woman, as in the Taurus moon woman, with the Virgo sun male, which is Jason Sudeikis. So the sweet Taurus woman, your Virgo boy sees in you an amazing babe who is both loyal and diligent in achieving her goals from school, anything from school grades to a new job to family duties. Wow, this makes a lot of sense when you've heard a lot about their lives and what they've told on their shows. This really resonates. And this is why I believe in this stuff, guys. So the great news is these qualities are exactly what the hardworking Mr. Virgo wants in a companion. So you're practically a huge status in his book. It actually says a goddess status in his book, and that says a lot right there. So there's one other thing I wanted to read off to you guys today regarding this super, what I call them, I'm actually quite fond of them. I'm a big fan of theirs because they came by. The NBA All-Star Game was in Toronto a few years ago. In February 2016, they came by and interacted with some of the players, and that kind of put the spotlight on them more. And I see how fan-friendly they are and so on, and that, they're quite... to me, they're easily one of the most down-to-earth celebrities in Hollywood or in the celebrity world for sure. So I want to just read to you briefly about their Chinese astrology. So she's Olivia Wilde is Year of the Rat, which is 1984, and Jason Sudeikis is Year of the Rabbit, which is 1975. However, both of them were born on Day of the Rabbit in Chinese astrology. March the 10th, 1984, on that day was Day of the Rabbit in Chinese astrology. September the 18th, 1975 was Day of the Rabbit. So both of them are Day of the Rabbit people. So they're primarily a rabbit, and they say their relationship in their private life and so on is really reflects depending on what our day signs are. And so what it says about two rabbits is quite interesting. And for two rabbits living together, what happens when you have two rabbits that are living together? A rabbit man and a rabbit woman, as long as both of them are mature, this is a very ideal marriage. In fact, if they are a gay or lesbian couple, this is the best match. As in, this is the best match of all. It actually says this. So if you go on DressKing, I'll leave the link for you guys. When you go on DressKing.com, the horoscopes, you go to the Chinese astrology, and I'll leave the link for you of where it says when two rabbits live together. And that makes a lot of sense too, because in Chinese astrology, rabbits are attracted to other rabbits. So that could have been a reason how they initially attracted, plus her Taurus moon and his Virgo sun definitely makes it work the best with the chemistry. So thanks again, guys, for watching today. All the best. And I do have to, I wasn't initially going to say this, but I will say go Raptors go. That's just a hint for the Raptor fans for Toronto. And again, thanks, so again, today is Friday, May the 24th, 2019. And today was day of the metal rooster in Chinese astrology. And the rooster is a friend of the ox. I was born on day of the ox. And the ox and the rooster, they're best friends. So I thought today was certainly a good day to make a new video. Thanks again for watching. All the best. Have a great weekend. God bless. Oh, one more thing. I wanted to personally apologize to I didn't dress up too well, I know, but that is a typical Oxman. So I want to apologize to Olivia Wilde and Jason Sudeikis that I wasn't, I had my messy clown hair here and a messy clown outfit and that, but that is a typical Oxman. Somebody born on Day of the Ox like me, we're not so much into fashion. We'll just, if we see a dirty shirt line somewhere, we'll just throw it on if it's the only one there. But I'll try to kick it up a notch for next time, of course. Thanks again. All the best.